Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott, and it's something like December 28th. I haven't gotten the Christmas tree down yet, and guess what else I haven't gotten done? The December Daily album. So, it's a choice between taking down the Christmas tree or getting this thing done, and my family does not want to, or my kids don't really want to take down the tree yet. So this is how far I've gotten. And I'm going to try to wrap it up. So here we are, December 9th. And then I did get some stuff done, so here's the 10th. And I had gotten behind on the 9th, and then I never really recovered. True confessions of a scrapbooker. There's the 12th, there's the 11th, the 13th, 14th. Okay, so 15, and so now we're on the 16th. So let's just start there. I have done some printing. I've done a lot of the printing, so I'm just ready to go. I'm not, I'm physically ready to go. I'm not really mentally ready to go. I'm really wish that this project and also taking, putting the house back together after Christmas would just magically do themselves, but that just does not happen, right? Like there's no little pixies who come and do that. That's the mom's job for the most part. My husband does help out a lot, but he really kind of leaves it to me as to when the Christmas tree comes down or up, and I think he's actually over at his mom's house right now helping her take down her tree. So that'll probably get me motivated to want to get down my tree. But today, let's just get some December daily done. I wonder how you are all doing with your December dailies and your Christmas, taking down Christmas, the anticlimactic part. It seems like it's all this build up in December until poof, like Christmas morning happens, and then about 2 o'clock on Christmas afternoon, like it is, it's not all over, but it's mostly over. So we have, on December 16th, we went to a party that was put on by my daughter's friend, and apparently it's like an annual thing that they do. They rent out a restaurant and they have Santa Claus come, and I think what I want to do is just put the invitation right in here. So I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to kind of cut the card in half, or let's just do it this way. One little concern that I have is my book is getting kind of full. And the other concern is I really just want this over with. And you know what else I noticed is I did purchase a bunch of Christmas supplies, even though I already had a bunch of Christmas supplies. And guess what? This is my realization in the scrapbooking Christmas supply department, is that even when I do December daily, it doesn't mean I do a lot in the way of using Christmas themed papers and supplies. I could really skip buying scrapbook supplies that were Christmas themed, because I just don't I just don't really use them. So here's me and my selfie with Santa, and let's see. These are pictures from the party. So those might be kind of cute, like right there. And there's Allison's picture with Santa. I think I like that right on the back. I also have a picture of my son with Santa. Doesn't he look thrilled? Oh, he's so excited. He is so not excited to see Santa. He's 11. And it was really a party that was just full of girls, so I don't know. He liked the food. He didn't really like the rest of the hoopla that went along with the party. And the party was like really there were just a lot of kids, so it was actually quite loud, which my son is not. He's not a big fan of stuff that's really loud. But he tolerated it pretty well. I think even my daughter was a little like, let's go by the end of it. But it was fun. That's what we did on December 16th, 2013. So here we are recording it. So in case in the future we wonder, it'll be right here. There'll be no question, right? So I've got my favorite supply out for December daily, and that is washi tape. And I'm really funny because I see the washi tape in a store and it'll be like $4. I'm like, I'm not paying $4 for washi tape. But okay, so here's the explanation of what we did at the party. It doesn't really fit on this card, so I will see if I can cut it up somehow. So I just, downstairs, on my other computer, I tagged all of the best Christmas photos, and I am uploading them to both Shutterfly and Walgreens, and then I'll look to see which one is going to be cheaper. It's probably going to be Walgreens because they've got 9-cent prints and no shipping, because I'll just go pick them up. Those look like they will do well. What's so funny is, like, I used to use Shutterfly a lot and I really loved it. And then, I don't know, it just got kind of slow for me at a certain point, and I still use it, but I don't love it like I used to love it. I used to think it was like really awesome, and now I think it's okay. Alright, so let's get a little bit crafty here. I've got all this stuff out. That just makes it a tiny bit more crafty, right? Here's, remember this. I don't really like the green. Let's see. See, I get all these supplies out and then I really don't use them. Holiday Spirit. That's kind of cute. Let's see if that fits. I kind of like that. So it's that week where you kind of get cabin fever after Christmas. I have a friend who says she goes on vacation every year during this week because really not much is happening, you know, at work. Everybody's pretty much off. Or so even if you do go into work, or even if I did go into work, there's not much to do this week. And the kids are home, so it feels like don't go to work. But if you just stay home, and a lot of my kids' friends are out of town, so they don't have a lot to do, so they're just, you know, they go through these phases of getting along and not getting along, and then, like, they'll, you know, watch me play this video game, watch me do Legos, and I do to a certain extent. But you gotta understand the way my daughter plays Legos is she doesn't, if she wants me to play with her, she doesn't let me touch anything or do anything. So it's like, it's kind of mind-numbing. I just wish she would let me actually touch the Legos while we play, but that doesn't happen. Family, and then a bunch of family came over yesterday, so there was like kids running in and out of the house all day long, and that was see, I'm kind of tempted to not even use Christmas themed paper, kind of like how these colors coordinate with her list. So this is 8 by 8, and I do have my guillotine cutter up here, so I'm just on the screen gonna cut that. We even asked her to, why don't you call one of your friends from school? And they don't want to call anybody. But a lot of the best friends are kind of away, so that makes it challenging for the entertainment of it all. So here are pictures from the party. I think, actually this one is from Christmas morning. That's from a different day. Okay, so kind of yeah, I already wrote the journaling when I did that wrap up. Let's see how I can go. I'll try to do it like this. Or maybe this way. I don't know. I'm really there we go. Let's see if it works like this. I think I'm going to use this little one of her kissing me on the cheek, even though it's Christmas morning anyways, just because it kind of fits in that space. So I would love to hear from you if you kept caught up with your December daily album, or if you fell behind, or how did it go for you this year, and what worked and what didn't work. So if I was going to say, what would I do next year? I would say I would not buy any stuff because I didn't use it. There's my lesson. I didn't really use any of this stuff. I thought I would, but I didn't. I totally didn't. So this is December 16th. That I think right up here, and I think I'll just call this the Santa party. I even called my sister today and she was like, "Grrr." I'm like, what's going on? She's like, oh, I'm just so annoyed. Like, why? And she said she's trying to redo her. She's a massage therapist and she lives in Springfield, Missouri. But she was trying to like update the furnishings in her massage. She's a massage therapist, so she's trying to like make her spa office, whatever you call it, like get new art for the walls and new carpets and curtains and stuff like that. And she's like, it's just taking forever, and you know, she's just frustrated. And I think sometimes this week after Christmas can be a little bit of a frustrating week because like all of the hoopla is over and it's not time to go back to work or school yet. I don't think I have enough room for the party in that. Let's just see. I'll try it in black. So it's a weird week. It's a good week. It's nice to have the week off, but I do kind of wish we were like so rich that we could just go, you know, fly to Aspen and go skiing for the week. But we aren't. So we do, hopefully we'll get a ski trip in this year, but I'll tell you, it's not going to be at the Christmas holiday prices, because the prices really do get pretty high this time of year. I can't find little, I just want to have like a little tiny, a tinier font. Okay, this might work. I think I might just say Santa time. I could just put Santa and just have nothing there. That might be the thing to do. I'm going to do that. Okay. And then the other story of this day was Santa gave out actual presents at this party, which I've never seen Santa do before. But Santa and the parents had to kind of arrange that beforehand, which we did. And my daughter got exactly what she wanted because she made a list. My son made no list. He in fact, on Christmas Eve at like 10 o'clock, he was like, maybe I should start making my list, huh, Mom? It's like, yeah, I don't know how fast you think those elves are, but go for it. So we actually have more than one Christmas of these kind of crazy present stories about my son. So this is a picture of him with a present. He got a chess set and then a fake Lego minifig set. And he was more than unhappy. He was like, oh, what is this? Like, what was Santa thinking? And I'm like, I don't think Santa knew what to do with you because you didn't tell him what you wanted. So you kind of have to take what you get. And he was just like making this little awful face like, really, Santa? Really? Like, yeah, really? So he got these fake minifigs. But when he was little, Santa didn't go shopping. Or Santa thought things were going to come online, and it isn't like it is now. You know, now you order on Amazon and it comes the very next day and it's quite efficient. But back in the day when Mac was a little boy, Santa ordered some things online and they didn't come on time. So Santa had to go out to like CVS at 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve, about the time Mac was making his list this year, and got these like random presents from the drugstore. It was so that kind of reminded me of that time. I don't know what to say. Santa warning: if you don't make a list, he's gonna get you weird stuff. Or if you wait till the last minute. I don't know if that's funny or not. It's not really that funny. Okay, so the other thing was I liked how this was going to be on that opposite side, but that eliminates, like now I can't use the pocket in between the page, which is something I really like to do. I could probably use this one over here, but I have like the actual tags from Santa. I could probably use them on this side. I think I will. So I'm going to scrapbook on both sides of one piece of paper, which I do sometimes even in my 12 by 12 albums. I'll pull that trick. Oops. Just going to cut these a little bit. Cut this to make it even on that side. There we go. But one thing that this December daily can kind of help you do, if you're trying to catch up at the end and you're really like, oh, I'm so over this project, I wish it were just over. If you you can speed up your process. Kind of feels like it needs some kind of a border to make that stand out a little bit. Let me just see if I can accomplish that with this. Oops. Okay, so I have my guillotine cutter in kind of a funny place so that if something drops off, it just drops completely off the table. I probably need to rearrange that just a little bit. But my sewing machine is back up here, my silhouette is up here, and my guillotine cutter is also up here. So I'm trying to get all of the things I use a lot all up here in one place. I think it's kind of a never-ending reorganization, not only with scrapbooking, but anything else too. Like in my kitchen, it seems like I clean out the pantry a million times, and then I look in there and it's somebody's bought me dishes for Christmas. Oh. Just go, okay, deep breath. Yeah, I kind of put my foot in my mouth because my mom was over, and she, it was before I had opened the presents from her, and she was like, oh, have you seen the dishes at blah, blah, blah? And I was like, if anybody gets me another dish, I'm gonna freaking scream. And guess what she got me for Christmas? Dishes. Yep, that's right. And I love dishes, but I don't have unlimited space. I have a lot of space, but it's not, you know, it's not unlimited. So I'm getting to the point where I would really just like to, and this was one of the things I talked about with my sister today too, is like, and kind of I'd like to do this in scrapbooking too. Get rid of everything and then go to IKEA or sign up for that kit club that I've been talking about and just start all over again. It's not going to happen, but it's a nice little dream, right? Like for this kind of stuff seems like, oh, I should use this, but then I never really do. I need to just have a like some kind of bin that I can just like, you know, like you throw garbage in a basketball hoop, just throw it over there. I could use that. I hear someone at my door. It's my sweet little daughter.
Who are you talking to?
She's so nice. I'm talking to the scrapbookers on YouTube who watch me put together this December daily album. What do you think of my album, Allison?
I think it's great.
What do you actually think of my album?
I think they're boring.
She thinks they're boring. Why?
Because I'm not a scrapbooker.
You do art, though.
I do art. Art is fun.
Art is fun. Scrapbooking is not. You used to do scrapbooking when you were smaller. Be careful, that's a sharp, sharp blade.
Sure.
Not anymore. You don't think it's exciting?
Mm-hmm.
No. So there you have it. Okay, well, there you have it. December 16th is finished in Katie Scott. That's me. My December daily album. So I will be back with December 17th and beyond. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm Katie Scott. My blog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking.